Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got a Colourpop haul for you and I am so excited because one of the things in it is the Blue Moon palette. So I'm going to be doing a look and doing swatches of everything else that I got in it. So before we get started, tomorrow is going to be, is tomorrow going to be the last day? What is today? Thursday will be the last day of the giveaway because I don't have a video going up tomorrow. So Thursday will be the last day of the giveaway. So be sure you get entered into that. That is just a little summer giveaway. Thank you for all of my subscribers for supporting me. And I think that's all. I have been wanting to get the Blue Moon palette since it came out. But you know I like to wait until there's some kind of sale. So the other things I wanted to pick up with the palette were like some of their new BFF line with those really bright colored things, mascaras, liners, things like that. So last week they were all the BFF line was 30% off, so I went ahead and picked some things up. But first, of course, I did pick up the Blue Moon palette, so I'm going to do swatches of this, and then I'm going to do swatches of everything else I got for you guys too. I'm going to try to use as much as I can today. What I don't use today, I will use at some point this week. I also have the AMI Hearts Beauty collection coming this week, I think. She shipped it last week, and it still doesn't have... It still says that it's in pre-shipment at USPS, so I'm not sure what they're doing over there. Hopefully that will be up this week because her birthday collection is all live now on her website. So I can use some of this stuff with that as well. So the first thing I got is the Colourpop Get Paid Gel Pot Liner, Cream Gel Liner. The reason I got this is I saw a picture on Instagram with this and I was like, I have to have that for a liner. So I just have this on a brush. I'm going to swatch for you guys. It's almost like a coppery gold bronze, but I saw like a wing liner with it and it was so gorgeous. So I will be using that this week for sure. And then I picked up the Colourpop liquid liner in, this is the darker blue one. Crazy. I just moved you guys in a little more so you could see these swatches better. So there's, look, I got a very thin line from that. So I'm going to use that one today to see how it goes on the eye. And then I picked up 3 gel liners. You know how I've been talking about how I can't stand these anymore because they dry out so fast. Well, I decided I needed 3 more of them. I picked up Zulu and now I think... No, I was thinking of the Zulu palette. That's what I was thinking of. Oh, this... Oh, come on. It's either drying out or it's too creamy that it breaks off. Alright, so... Here's Zulu. So like a mint turquoise green. Look at that. 2 pieces have already broken off. So now I've lost half my gel liner. Just kidding. Although that is quite a bit. And then I picked up the red one because who doesn't need a matte red liner? Everybody in your life. Everybody needs one of these. How stinking pretty is that? And then the last one I picked up is the lime green one. Electricity, here's what it looks like. Electric Daisy. I love how the packaging now matches the shade of the liner. I just really like that. So that is a bright bold neon green. I love that color so much. I think today what I'm going to do, because I also picked up the mascara in Kiss and Teal. So this is the shade of that. So it's pretty similar to the Zulu shade. So I think since I'm doing blues, I would totally match that lime green with blues, but I also want to use this. So I think I'm just going to use the Zulu liner with that as well with my blue palette. And then the dark blue liquid liner for a wing liner today. I am so excited for this palette. I love, 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 love blue eyeshadow. You guys already know that. One of my favorite shades to play with. Here is what it looks like on the inside. So these are smaller pots than if you bought a single from Colourpop, but with the blue eyeshadow, are you really going to hit pan on it? I mean, maybe. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and swatch all of these for you guys. From the first row, we have Lumi, Dabadi, and Moonlit. Boy, they're not showing up very pigmented, are they? I hope they're a lot more pigmented on the eye. They're buildable. So the palette is $12, which is a really good deal for this palette. That's like a little over $1 for each shade. I mean, I still wish I would have gotten on sale, but I'm okay with that. And then the rest of the things are around $6 to $7 each, so they were like $4.20 to $5, somewhere around there. Alright, so the next shade we have is Starry Eye. That's another matte one. Then Billie Jean and Tide Pool. I thought I just put that on top of there. I also really appreciate the ratio of shimmers to mattes in here. I love having some shimmers in my palette, and I love different kinds of shimmers because I think they're more fun to get different colors with, but I always use more mattes than shimmers, so I like to have more mattes than shimmer in my palettes. And the last row are the deeper shades. So we have Mad About You, Fine China. This one's actually the last one in there. Clued In, Fine China, Mad About You. So those are the swatches. When I was looking at this online, there were like 6 different looks I wanted to do with this palette because I feel like there is even though it's all blue, I feel like there's so many looks you could do with it. Today I definitely want to use, if I'm bringing in those greens, what shimmer do I want to use? I'm going to use Tide Pool today for my shimmer, and then I'm going to kind of build the rest of the look around that shimmer shade. Alright, so right now I've got my lids primed with the Ulta Matte Nude Lid Primer. It's probably one of my favorite ones. I think I actually like it better than the Urban Decay opaque one. I don't remember what the opaque one is, but I think I like it better than that one. Okay, I am going to go in starting with Starry Eyed, which is this shade right here, and that's going to be my transition shade for this look. So this is one that I do want to be able to blend out, I guess be able to have a sheer wash, but also be able to be buildable. So I think what I'm going to do, I may use this for the transition and crease, but then just build it up in the crease. So this one definitely seems like a blue shade that you've got to do more patting than blending with. Like the blending just kind of washes it away and makes it a little splotchy. Alright, so I've got that transition area built up. And now I'm just going to go in with the crease again with that same shade and just start building in that crease area. So see, you can get that two-tone effect with that same shade by just doing it lighter in the transition, deeper in the crease. This is a Coastal Scents brush, S08. And for the outer V, I'm going to take Fine China, which is this shade here. I'm actually using that same brush. I'm not going to go too dark on the outer V with this look. But then I will have that navy blue liquid liner to use. I will be doing at least two more looks filmed with this palette, so that'll be coming sometime soon. It just depends when other stuff comes. Guys, I think I have used quite a bit of my saved up low buy purchases this month. What have I bought in? I'm waiting for, so I've got my AMI Hearts Beauty package coming, and then I've got 2 other indie brands that I ordered from this week. I have another one that I want to order from, but I'm still debating about it. What do you guys think? I want to get that Glaminatrix Sandra Rose palette. Do you want to see that? The thing about that one is it's absolutely beautiful. It is so beautiful, but it's only available it's only available for pre-order, so once it ships out, it's not available anymore. So that's why I was kind of debating going back and forth whether I should get it or not. I do want to try Glaminatrix Shadows at some point. So that's why I was kind of thinking that one. I just don't know. Help me out here. Do you want to see me do some looks with that? Okay, now I'm taking that blue shade I put on the outer V, which is Fine China, and I'm just pulling it a little bit on the lid, right below the crease. This brush here, Morphe 562, is like the perfect little tiny brush to do that with, because it blends, but also it's really small. Sometimes I feel like if you do this with a pencil brush, you get a little streaky. You know what I mean? So I just like to use this little tiny baby blending brush. I'm going to do Tide Pool all over the lid, but I do need to put a sticky base down. I can use my concealer. And I do want it to be, I'm not cutting the crease per se, but I do have a very specific place where I want this shade to go, so I am going to use a little brush for it. I don't want it to go all the way up to the crease. I just want it like on half the lid. It's going to pat where those two meet to blend that out, but then I'll also go back and blend them together and fix some of that shadow as well. I'm going with my fixing spray. I use the Tarte Ready Set Radiant one because I don't like it as a setting spray. And take that Tide Pool shade. And then I just want that right where that, ooh, this one's good. So when I've been placing my indie brand, well, you know I bought that Lemonade palette. I bought it. The one I talked about Sunday on my Will I Buy It, I bought it. But it doesn't come until like the end of July. And I got another palette as well from that brand. I can't remember what. But then I also picked up some Lethal Cosmetics shades. I didn't realize that that was a German company. Now see, I'm definitely going to need to go back in and darken some of this up here. So it seems like these blues are needing to be built upon. It was so weird to get a Colourpop order and not have a lipstick in there. But I am on my no-buy of lipstick this year, and I'm doing pretty good. I did get my Ulta. If you are platinum or diamond, check your email, because I got an Ulta 20% off today. Well, it will be yesterday when you're watching this. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to purchase, because I always combine that with my, what's it called? With my points. So I get like, it ends up being, if you use it with the 2,000 points, which is $125, and you use your 20% off with it, you end up getting like 150 something for free. So I am picking up a lip product in there, because that's kind of like, when I do that and everything's free using my points, that's kind of a freebie for me. But I'm also getting the Riviera palette from Anastasia, so I'm excited about that. I've been waiting for a 20% off for very long for that. Alright, next I'm going to go back in with, I think I'm going to try to take a shader brush. Let me try this one first. This is a Morphe 507, so this is a little bit thicker of a blending brush, and I'm going to go in, I'm going to start with Fine China, which is like the navy blue shade right here. And just try to build up right here, because this really is kind of splotchy. It does seem to be buildable, for sure. And then I'm just going to pull that shade right here. Let me go back in with that first brush that I used in Starry Eyed, which is the blue. So I've only used 3 colors here. And I'm just going to keep That is not quite as bright as it looks in the palette. I'm going to keep Tide Pool as the inner corner, so I don't think I'm going to put anything else on top of there today. I do want to go in and do the lower lash line. So you guys were not pulled in very close. I really like using this for my lower lash line, so I'm going to start out with Fine China just on the outer portion of the lower lash line, and then I'm going to smudge the entire lower lash line with Starry Eyed, which is the lighter blue that I used in the transition area. And smudge that all the way from corner to corner. I think that's all for the eyeshadow. I'm going to take my liquid liner and what was this one in? Crazy. So if you guys have seen my videos when I first get a palette, I usually try to do a more simpler look until I get kind of a lay of the shadows and what their formula is and things like that, and then I go in with more intricate. So this is just a very simple look with this palette, but I am so excited to get into these other shades. So I'm going to take this and let's just see how this applies. That went on really nice, guys, and look how opaque that is. It is so hard to find opaque liquid liners, and now I want every liquid liner color, and it looks really good. This tip is very stiff, so I thought it might be hard to do the cat eye, but it was not hard at all. It was very easy to do that. I've got that done. I definitely think this is, it seemed like it already started to, not dry out, but I just needed to let it get the liquid back to the bottom, and that may be also because I'm putting it on top of that colored shimmer that it might be picking up, but I really like that. Definitely want to try out another colored liquid liner. So I think for the lower and upper lash line, I'm going to put Zulu in today. I've got all of that on. I did 2 coats of Zulu on the lower lash line, 1 in the tight line. Now, when I was watching someone's video on mascara, and someone commented that they used it with a white primer and it worked better for the color mascaras. So on one eye, I'm going to use it on its own. The other eye, I'm going to use a white primer, and we'll just kind of see which one looks better. Gosh, I'm so excited for this color. Oh, that one is huge. So I'm just trying to get both the lower and upper lashes so I can really get them coated and colored. I think I want this mascara in black. Oh my goodness. That's a good mascara, and this is on the one without primer. Why do I feel, okay, that's one coat. Why do I feel like this one is more green than the one I put the white base on? Right? Do you guys see that? I'm gonna put another coat on both lashes. I'm gonna say it's better without a base, and I think part of the problem is that white base already coated some of the lashes that then the green couldn't go in and coat all the lashes, so now I just have some gaps of green where it's not coating those lashes. So I would say no primer for that I would say no primer for that. And it's an amazing mascara. I don't think you need one. Anyways, I am going to go back in with Starry Eyed because I want to bring a little blue back to that lower lash line. And I am super loving this look. So much. Let me go ahead and pick out a lipstick, and I'll be back to give you my first impressions on these products. I am back on the lips. I put on just the lipstick part of the Mix and Matte Duo in Melon Kiss from, who's this from? Oh, Flower Beauty. So I put that on the lips. I just wanted something a little peachy for today. Okay, so overall, I love everything that I got. I mean, for real. I cannot wait to do more looks on this. I will probably end up filming one tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? Probably end up filming one tomorrow and maybe one Wednesday if I don't have it. So it'll either be up this week or Monday of next week probably, my other 2 looks with this palette. But so far, loving it. $12, amazing price. We all know I'm going to continue to buy these liners, even though they're not, they don't last very long. But I love the color, the degree. You can't get mattes in the degree of colors in liners that you can with Colourpop, even if they do dry out. So I will also be using these this week. For sure, want to try more of the liquid liners. The pigment that I got from this color liner is better than any pigmented liner or any colored liner I've ever had. So I for sure want to try more of those. I would love to try one of the lighter ones to see how much pigment, like the pink one, to see how much pigment I can get from that. And amazing. I even want this in the black one. I think that this mascara is so good. I mean, I was so impressed with the length that I got on it on the eye that I didn't use the primer on. I want more of these. So, oh, I haven't used this yet. I will use this, and we'll use this week sometime as well. The gel liner. I've never used their gel liner pots before. Cream gel color. Cream gel color. So I'll be using this sometime and be able to give you a first impression on that as well. But I am super happy with my purchase from Colourpop this time. I would love to know what products from the BFF line you have tried, and if you have this Blue Moon palette right here. I was going to get the whatever the green one is, but then Blush Tribe just showed their new Lila 2 palette, and I will definitely be purchasing that. Can't wait for it. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this Colourpop haul. I hope you enjoyed everything. Let me know what you think about the look. Don't forget to enter that giveaway before you leave. Have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!